Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and yeah, we're going to be talking about Smackdown, so let's dive right into the show. So we start things off with the dirt sheet, and Miz berates Otis as he always does, and then he shows the video of when he traded Mandy Rose to Raw. Now, I've got a bit of an issue with this. Because how does The Miz have the authority? What gives Miz the authority to make a decision like that? Like you guys have heard me complain about this before, especially with Paige, when she did this to Bayley back at WrestleMania. Before WrestleMania, when she put Bayley in that fatal 5-way match, which was completely unfair. Why would Paige have the authority to do something like that? She ain't the GM anymore. And it's the same thing here with The Miz. He's not the GM. He doesn't have the right to say who goes where. I said the same thing about Adam Pearce. Adam Pearce, he's trying to replace Randy Orton. All because Drew McIntyre kicked him in the face. And he thinks Randy Orton might not make it. Come on, give me a break. Like, can you actually have an actual authority figure? Like if you want to have people make decisions, have Stephanie McMahon appear by Zoom. You know? Have Stephanie appear by Zoom. It's ridiculous. Miz has no authority over what he did. And there's one other thing that Miz did, which I'll get to later, which also grinded my gears, because again, he has no authority to do this shit. So Otis comes out, he beats the hell out of Morrison and Miz. He ends up pantsing Miz, he ends up embarrassing him. Dresses him down naked, where he leaves Miz running away in his underwear. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, was must-see. So we had Cesaro face Grand Metalik. Lucha Bum Party having a Smackdown Tag Team title match at Clash of Champions. Well, I guess that ends the whole unification rumors that people were talking about, how they could unify the tag team titles. And Cesaro walks away with the win, because Kalisto and Lince Dorado got booted out and they were arguing. Then we go to Matt Riddle talking about the word bro. He debuts the Know Your Bro, and please, please, bro, can you do me a favor, bro? Can you do me a favor, bro? Get off my TV and never come back. Thank you, barefoot bum. That's all I'm going to say about Matt Riddle and his stupid bro. Then we had Moment of Bliss with Alexa Bliss. She had Nikki Cross on as her guest. And she asks Nikki a question, which Nikki answers. And by the way, Nikki Cross, you are not walking away as the SmackDown Women's Champion. Listen, Nikki Cross can cut a good promo, okay? She can cut a good promo. But here's the thing. Nikki Cross, I feel like Nikki Cross says the exact same thing over and over again in all of her promos. Every time she's challenging for the championship, she always says, I have to win. I must do it. I will become the champion. I fought hard. You know, to me, it feels like she repeats the exact same thing. People accuse Charlotte for repeating the same thing all over, in all of her promos. I'm the queen. Bow down to your queen. I'm the queen. You know, people always, accuse Charlotte for repeating the same thing in her damn promos. But I feel like Nikki Cross repeats the exact same thing over and over again in her promos. And then we had to deal with, and then we had the annoying siren. going music, Lacey Evans comes out to the ring. And, oh my god. Oh my god. Lacey. Lacey, please. Please, Lacey, don't hold a microphone ever again. Please. Please, do me a favor and never ever give this woman a microphone again. Please. Please, just do me a favor and never give this woman a microphone again. More importantly, how the hell does Lacey Evans even have a job? Seriously. There is absolutely nothing this woman can do that can make me... there's nothing that this woman can do that is remotely good. Nothing. She's a terrible promo. Her character is lame. She's a trash wrestler. There is nothing good about Lacey Evans. Her finisher is basically the Big Show. There is nothing that this woman does that is good. How does this woman have a job? I have no freaking clue. People, I hear a lot of people say Lana is a bad wrestler. You know what? Lana is somewhat good. She's somewhat talented. She has a little piece of talent. She at least has something that can actually make me watch. At least Lana can make me hate her. Nia Jax, people that say Nia Jax is a bad wrestler. You know what? At least I can actually watch Nia Jax wrestle. She's actually decent. She's decent enough. Sure, she's dangerous, but she's decent. She's far better than Lacey Evans. Repeat after me, ladies and gentlemen. Lacey Evans sucks. There is nothing good about this woman. Nikki Cross has a match with her. Nikki Cross wins. That's a very big surprise. It's a very big surprise to see Vince McMahon just let his new golden geese just take a pin. Alexa Bliss was at ringside. She was looking at Lacey like this, you know, smiling like she enjoyed what she did. Oh, don't worry, little Miss Bliss. Don't you worry about that. Don't worry with little Miss Bliss. I think a lot of people who despise Lacey Evans, I think a lot of us, you know, really enjoyed what Nikki Cross did. And then Lacey Evans says the Fiend to Alexa Bliss, and then Alexa Bliss drops Lacey Evans with the sister Abigail. I'm gonna call it right now. We're gonna have the Goddess face the Southern Bum next week on Smackdown. Makes total sense to me. Makes total sense to me. Why would you have Alexa Bliss drop her with the sister Abigail if you're not gonna do a match? I'm fully expecting Lacey Evans and Alexa Bliss to have a match next week on Smackdown. Then we had Sasha Banks. She made her return. She was at the PC with a neck brace on, selling her injuries. And she talks about how she and Bayley, you know, walked the Performance Center. She says that she was proud of everything that she and Bayley did together. She was crying. She was doing that traditional babyface thing, feeling bad. And then she got to the point. She got to the point that she said that she'll be back, and she'll be back, and she will take away the one thing that Bayley loves, and that's the SmackDown Women's Championship. And then Bayley just comes from behind, smacks Sasha with the steel chair. And so, and I know what a lot of people are probably thinking, that Bayley is just looking past Nikki Cross, and this could possibly backfire in her face. Nikki Cross shouldn't win regardless. Like, why should Bayley care? Like, come on. If you're Bayley, why would you care? Why would you care about that you're facing Nikki Cross? You know you've beaten this woman over a dozen times. You know you've beaten this woman a dozen times. Why should Bayley be interested in facing Nikki Cross? Sasha Banks is most likely going to make her full return at Clash of Champions and maybe attack Bayley then. But all I'm saying is, I don't blame Bayley for ignoring Nikki Cross. Why should she care about Nikki Cross? Nikki Cross isn't winning. Doesn't make sense for Nikki to win. Neither should it. It shouldn't make sense. Sasha Banks, ladies and gentlemen, the best storyteller in WWE. Don't at me. Then we had AJ Styles face Sami Zayn. AJ Styles gets the win. Sami Zayn tried to cheat by pulling the trunks. And also, the one thing I found really funny is that Sami Zayn's graphic, you know, when they put the name up and they had like the graphic of their little list of history. Like, I'm surprised Sami Zayn didn't go run into the truck, because the production people put the words former Intercontinental Champion on his little name graphic. I'm surprised Sami Zayn didn't look back up at the Titantron screen, notice his name that said former Intercontinental Champion. Like, how hilarious would have it been if Sami Zayn noticed the word former Intercontinental Champion written on his graphic, and he runs back to the production truck and he yells at the person who put the words former Intercontinental Champion on his graphic. That would have been hilarious. And then he yells at Greg Hamilton again for not calling him the Intercontinental Champion. And then as I said, Sami tried to cheat. Referee catches him. AJ Styles cheats. He rolls up Styles, and then Styles rolls up Zayn, and Styles pushes. I'm talking too quick. Styles pulls the trunks of Sami Zayn, and yeah, typical. Typical. The referee catches one person cheating, but when the other person does it, he completely ignores it. Good, typical refs. Typical referees right there, ladies and gentlemen. And then Sami Zayn gets pissed off at the referee, and then Jeff Hardy comes out, challenges both of them to a ladder match. Then we had Otis and Tucker were back at it again, and Miz apparently has filed a lawsuit on Otis. Why exactly? Because he embarrassed him. And now apparently he's put a lawsuit that he has to give up his Money in the Bank contract. Now, first things first, as I mentioned before, with Miz, for some reason having the authority to move Mandy Rose to Raw, what gives Miz the authority to take away something Otis won? Seriously, I know a lot of people don't want to see Otis as Universal Champion. I don't really want to either. But come on, the guy earned it. At least the guy actually earned it. If you want the guy to cash in, you could send him to Raw, and you could send him to Raw, and you could have him cash in on the WWE Champion or something like that. But I mean, give me a break. Really? You're gonna have Miz. Miz has, if anything, Miz should have a lawsuit on him for making up the rules. He shouldn't be having the right to steal. First things first, he should be having a lawsuit put on him for trying to steal another person's briefcase. And two, he should be having a lawsuit put on him for having the authority to move someone to another show. Like I said, what gives him the right to move Mandy Rose to Raw? This is why you need an authority figure. You get people like Paige earlier in the year putting Bayley in a friggin' fatal five-way. You get Adam Pearce trying to replace Randy Orton for Keith Lee. Like, who in the ever-living hell believes this makes perfect sense? Now watch this. Now I'm willing to make this guess. I know it shouldn't happen. But I bet you Otis and Tucker can't find a lawyer. I reckon they will not be able to find a lawyer, and Otis's last resort, because he doesn't want to lose his briefcase, he will send it to Raw. I'm making a bet that he will send it to Raw and give it to Mandy, because he doesn't want Miz having it. I'm pretty sure he would rather not Miz having it, so I could see him as his last desperate act that he will give it to Mandy Rose. He will send it to Raw. He will send the contract. He will send the paper slip that has the contract for a title shot in it. He'll give it to Mandy. I reckon that's exactly what he will do. If he and Tucker can't find a lawyer, I reckon that's exactly what he will do. He would rather give it to Mandy than have Miz take it from him. I know not many people don't want Otis to give it to Mandy, but I think that's probably the only way you would take it off Otis. If no one believes Otis has what it takes to be a world champion, then that could be exactly how they do it. They have Otis just give it to Mandy, and you could have Mandy use it on Asuka at some point. I don't think that should be the case, but I'm just saying I've got a funny feeling that's probably what they will do. And then we had the main event, which was Roman Reigns and Jey Uso facing off against Sheamus and Corbin again. Uso and Roman win. This was actually a good match. I didn't mind this. I didn't mind this match at all. But Roman would deliver the spear to Corbin, and then Jey would come out of nowhere with an Uso splash, pinning the King down for the 3. And then Roman Reigns at the very end of the show, as he celebrates with Jey. But as Jey's leaving, you see Roman Reigns go from smiling to changing his face to a serious face. So you can see him giving Jey the ice cold look at the end of the show. Well, Jey Uso is going to get his ass kicked next week. That's for damn sure. Because I'm pretty sure that's what Roman's going to do. Kick his ass, that's for sure. But anyway, that is all I've got for you guys here in this SmackDown review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit that thumbs up. Comment your opinions down below. Please subscribe to the channel as well. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you all next time.